Leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you guys. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Neal. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why I'm here.
Just
leave me alone.
I will. You talk to me for 2 minutes.
No, 0 minutes. I don't want to ever talk to you guys. I don't ever want to hear your voice, Neal. Please, God bless you, but please leave me alone. Please leave me alone. Stop following me.
You won't call the cops.
Stop. I don't. Stop stalking me. Please, I can't live here anymore because you stalk me. That's why I'm here.
Just
leave me alone.
I will.
You feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you feel?
Is that the one that put all those scratches on your arm? You want to see the
scratches?
You want?
I got scratches.
I can show you the pictures right now.
No, I want you to leave my family fucking alone.
Keep hanging outside of there.
Hit the road. Dude, I promise you, you're gonna get yours and you're
I
gonna
don't give a fuck. You can bring whoever the fuck you want.
That's okay. You're gonna
bring
Is that
a whole fucking army. I don't give a fuck.
This make you feel? You're filming my father and my fucking sister. How does this make you
Is that
feel?
the one that put all those scratches?
Leave me alone. I don't want proof of this. Please leave me alone.
Hey men, leave women the fuck alone. When they're in public, when they're doing anything, you don't have the right to their attention. You don't have the right to step into their personal space. You don't have the right to them. Especially if they're making it very clear they don't want to be talked to. But even when they're not, unless a woman is giving you enthusiastic and continuous body language and signs that she wants to talk to your ugly dumb ass, then leave her the fuck alone. Find a date a different way. Okay? It's not clever. It's not cool. It's not cute. It's garbage. It's absolute garbage behavior. And you're a garbage person if you do it. I don't care if it's in public. It doesn't fucking matter. You don't have the right to her, and you need to leave her alone. And this is bacon.
And not only that, you don't get a fucking date anyway. Acting like that, Neal, or Charles Perry, or David Robertson, and all you guys that work for him. 12 years, not one date. No one's holding your hand. You're sitting there by yourself. Like a little monkey, watching TV, watching everybody else work. Hitting buttons. Playing with your little doll and your little unicorn like a little girl. I'm going to tell you something. Granddad, when I grow up, I want to marry a peeping Tom cop killer. Said no girl ever. No girl, when they're little, wants a person like you. And there's a reason for 12 years, Mr. Perry, you're rejected and told on and told on and told on and told on. And you got told on again tonight. You pissed everybody off. Two, three things you did. You want to get me on plagiarism? When is she doing her next homework assignment? We'll spoof safe assign and we'll get her on plagiarism. We'll try to say she's plagiarized. We need to get her kicked out of school. She's just doing a little too well. And the last little stunt we tried to pull, breaking her computer, it didn't really work out for us because I have, 3.9 GPA I'm in my third year. Criminal Justice College. I'm studying you. Yeah, couldn't be a victim of a crime at a better time. I'm studying you. Why in the fuck would anyone do that to another person? So 12 years, Mr. Perry has no date, no chance of one. He's by himself. Nobody's trying to hold his hand. Nobody's trying to see him. Nobody's trying to get with him. So you didn't find some great new way to pick up hot chicks. So your next move is, let's try to get her kicked out of school with plagiarism. You need to get the fuck out of my house. Get the fuck out of my life. Don't fucking contact me again. How about that? Because we found out about the plagiarism thing. I go outside and my tire's flat. We heard y'all talking about it last night. And the battery on Monday night. This is May 10th, 2022. So on Monday night, the 9th, they were recorded by police. My guys got it. You're in a lot of trouble. You don't seem to be all there. You guys, how many times was your crime caught before you started fucking with me and how many after? Where you had people quoting you? Mr. Perry's asking me on my phone every fucking day. Is it your family? Is it your ex-husband? Is it Kim? Is it Jim? Is it Z? Is it Ty? Who's telling on me? Is it Chicago PD? Did you call Chicago PD and ask them if it was them and tell them not to stop your crime? Hold your breath. They'll get right on it if it's them. If it's my guys, they're going to laugh at you. They're going to tell you whatever they need to tell you to get you off the phone so they can go back to work catching your crime and then laugh at you. You don't think, they're going to go, oh, yeah, it's us. How'd you know? Wow, you guys really are slow. So it's May 10, 2022. Tonight my tire was low, and I have to check the oil every day because they've drained it all out before. They wanted to get my battery on the 9th. They got my tire on the 10th. And they broke my computer. So all of a sudden, a 3.9 GPA, I make a D because I couldn't finish all the assignments with a broken computer. So now that didn't work out because, gosh, how do you prove it's her, not you? You're trying to do things that don't get linked to you. We've heard you talking about it over and over and over and over. When in your lives has that happened before? And I told you don't talk to my family, didn't I? I told you fuck off my family, didn't I? If you're not committing a crime, there's nothing to tell. But since you are, and you ask me every fucking day, who told on me? Who told on me? I don't know, Mr. Perry, and no one cares. You know what everybody's just mad about? That you're bothering me still? Who the hell sits around all day making one problem after another? You're alone for a reason. Nobody's holding your hand. You're all by yourself. 12 years of that. And told on and told on and told on and told on and told on. You killed my fish. You got me kicked out of my house. Now you're trying to take my car, and you're trying desperately to find a way that it doesn't link to you. Only you're recorded all the time talking about it, so it's always linked to you, David. You wanted me pulled over again tonight? How many times do you guys call up here and ask TPD to pull me over? Or Broken Arrow? We think it's funny, but I'll tell you what. Here's what gets, all we want is for you to go away. You're gone. So no one cares who's talking. There's like 3 people that know that. I don't even know it. Wouldn't help you if I would. You're not listening to what I'm saying, Mr. Perry. Here's the thing. Already in a court of law, you made it very clear, you, Matt Powell, and Josh Burson, that you 3 are not even able to identify your legislative duties or what state you legislate in. Already, you 3 look like you got something wrong with you. If you can't even do that. You also, Mr. Perry, are unable to properly identify what a date is and what is not. You're by yourself. No one wants you. I don't want you. I don't want you. I did not go to my granddad when I was a little kid and say, when I grow up, I want a peeping Tom cop killer. No girl says that. No one says that. You are a sick, twisted piece of shit. You got what got this opened? David Robertson, Josh Burson, Matthew Powell, Joe Chadwick, Charles Perry. You know what opened this to begin with? Sexual exploitation of women and children, human rights violations, starvation, torment, and torture of women and children is frowned upon just a little bit. You're denying children and women their basic rights, and you think it's funny. Is it funny when I quote you? Can we not get her screaming? Can Perry not torture and torment and starve her enough to piss her off and get her screaming? Now, Calvin, why would you want to do that? Huh? Why in the world would you be so sick and twisted you want to get me screaming? Yeah, for the record, duly noted. Recording after recording after recording after recording. And Perry loves it. Loves it. Because if he didn't, he'd stop. I don't think he can control himself. I'm not even sure he's a man. There's a big question about that due to the dolly that he likes to play with little girl toys. Here's the thing. I'm going to write this down. I'm going to say it one fucking time. You better fucking get it. If you like women, you do what women like. Women are turned off by peeping toms. It is disgusting. It's a crime for a reason, sir. There's a reason everybody doesn't do what you do. Killing their fish or their pets. How many women's pets? Your victims. Your little peeping tom thing, business that you have, your sex exploitation. There's child pornography in on that. Yeah, you're in a lot of trouble. You better wake up. You don't seem to get it. As many times as we quoted you, you are not getting how much trouble you're in. All of you. Josh, Joe, Matt, Calvin, Charles. In more trouble. David Roberts, you're not getting it. If I'm quoting what you just said, you don't get it. You're how much trouble you're in. You have to ask me who told. Every day I say the same thing. I'm not told that. Wouldn't help you if I was. We all want you gone. Doesn't matter. No one cares. You know what we care about? You're fucking hacking me and trying to talk to me through a hack. Get out of my phone. Get out of my privacy. Get off your lazy ass and go work. Stop perverting around all day. You are an embarrassment to people. Golly, how could you not know that? So now you want to get me on plagiarism. When's she supposed to write her next report? We're going to spoof a safe assign account and get her on plagiarism. Duly noted for the record, and we heard it. It was recorded. We got it. We got it. You know why? Because you pissed everybody off with trying to get me to scream. Hold on. There's like 20 of these today. This is the other reason, Calvin. Charles, when you take my money, when he pesters her and takes her money, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. We don't know who it is, but I think they're just flicking at us right now, and I don't want to be anywhere near Perry when it stands up and crushes us, and I know that's coming. Some people can get it without having to be told with puppets and crayons and finger paints like y'all. Never been more caught in your life, and absolutely no chance of a date. And I dare you, one more time, you went into a court of law, Mr. Perry, and you asserted being a victim of a political vendetta, and because of the vendetta, a victim of a false police report that you should have even had or known about. You also shouldn't know where my car is to fuck with it. Jodi Arias did that too, Looney Tune. And the next step was murder. Murder. You did that in Manford, and the next step was murder in the first degree of a cop. And you know the reporter? Which reporter said that to us? And do you think it's really only one? If they didn't kill Chief Miller, I'm sorry, they wouldn't be doing this to her. Coercion is a crime. Peeping is a crime. Hacking is a crime. Stalking is a crime. Fuck off. I don't know who your leaks are. Would not help you if I did. We all want for you to get out of our lives. Get out. And the longer you stay in my life and you do shit like this, they hacked my apps tonight, so I didn't make any money. Because he's into torture, torment, and starvation of women and children. Can we not get her screaming? Calvin, was that you? Calvin, are you the one that fucked with my car? Who are you? I don't know you. Who's the person that writes the big book of weirdo technique, Charles? Who the fuck sits around and does all this shit? So I'm taking criminal justice so I can understand what in the fuck is wrong with some bitch that does it to people. Normal people don't. Guess what? Normal people can get a date and you can't. You are alone. You're not wanted. You're not loved. You're told on and told on and told on and told on. Because you're pissing everybody off. I don't like you. There's nothing to like. Nothing. You're a turnoff. You're a big fat blob turnoff. You know what I like in men? Men that are out working, helping people have a better life. And you can't do it. You can't. You can't control yourself for 5 minutes. There's not 5 minutes you're not committing a crime. Not 5 minutes on any given day that you are not committing a crime. You have no control. You're a bitch and a slave to some weird, twisted desires that make everybody else want to throw up. And so you're told on and not wanted. No one holds your hand. You're by yourself for 12 years. I moved twice to get away from you. Now I dare you, go into a court of law and lie again. Do it. I dare you. Matt, Josh, and Charles are unable, Your Honor, to identify properly what Mr. Perry's legislative duties are or what state he legislates in. They need further testing, all three of them. Now again, go into a court of law and lie. Do it again, I dare ya. And the reporter, had they done what she said in 2020, March 2020, in response to a bribe offer, I'm going to starve you into a lie. I'm going to make you so fucking desperate, you feel you can't eat unless you take my bribe and lie. Over and over you've said it. Over and over we've said it. take the yellow brick road. What's Hansel and Gretel? You guys like a fucking daycare. Everything you do has like a little kid game. Rumpelstiltskin, Ratatouille, Hansel and Gretel. Yep, we've heard all that too. Those are your little code words. We've heard all that too. See, your whole fucking thing has been infiltrated and it's starting to crumble. And I said that. I'm the Jenga piece. And you continue to push and pull and doing shit like this and piss everybody off and push and pull and take my home and kill my fish and fuck with my car. David, that's pushing and pulling the Jenga piece. And when you do that, then we get more and more and more and more to lock you up because everybody's sick and tired of it. Normal people do not like it when one weirdo does shit like that to another. You ought to know that at your age. I did not come up here to pick a fight with anybody. I came here to have no conflict and to get away from one. And I got a stalker weirdo who needs to be in the fruitcake farm. Mark, Jacqueline Perry might have, and you might have some legal consequences because you didn't take care of that. I promise you, your client should be glad I said no to him. I'd have him within 24 hours. I'd have him admitted. I promise you, I kid you not. And he was told that. You better be glad she didn't say yes to you. You're so stupid, you'd leave some paper laying around that would incriminate you, and she'd have you locked up within a day or two. You can't remember who you told what lie to, can you? Nope. So easy, it's not even fair, David. You piss everybody off tonight doing that shit right there. You can't make any money unless you're making at least $1.50 a mile. I'm not going to Sepulpa, Calvin. Who are you anyway? Who the fuck are you? And I'm not told who your leaks are, Perry. Would not help you if I was. I will not help you. We all want you gone. We're tired of this. People are tired of watching you make me suffer. Normal people don't like that. If you liked women, you do what women like. You don't like women, you like deviant men. You're a turnoff. One big fat blob turnoff. So in 12 years, you've not had anybody try to talk to you or hold your hand or go on a date with you. You're rejected and told on and rejected and told on and rejected and told on over and over. It's the same thing every fucking day. You asked for it. So now we're quoting you again. Plagiarism. Hansel and Gretel. Your little code words. Like your fucking daycare. You got your little dolly. You got your little unicorn. You sit there, watch TV, and hit buttons like a monkey. So you're what? Did you not listen when I said the conversation was already had? Can I put Perry on the stand and can he prove where he's been? Is he ever even in Lubbock? Nope, he's always in Oklahoma, sitting on his fat lazy ass, watching her, planning the next shitty thing he's gonna do. Every day. What about his family? I don't know. What about his constituents? His job? I don't know. He's always up here, bothering everybody up here. We're all kind of tired of it. Normal people don't like that shit. We can't let her graduate from college. Let's get her on plagiarism. Let's make her computer not work. So she get... Calvin, you got the raspy voice. Let's get her back out of that club and on the pole so we can do more shit to her. Piss everybody off more. And get told on. That's all you do every day. McNamara email, David, was in 2015. And what does it say? Read it. Charles can't understand words. He has no idea what it says. He doesn't know what I'm saying either. Aphasia or something. Our doctor said he's got either aphasia or Alzheimer's or senile dementia. He's absolutely got one of those. Or something, some aging degenerative disease, and he needs further testing. So as soon as he gets here, guess what? Y'all are going to get tested. Cognitive reasoning skills aren't there. Not even at the level of a first grader. When you fuck with me, you get told on. You don't get a date. We don't even know what the fuck your goal is now. Because when I want my teeth to be clean, I go brush my teeth. When I want food, I go to the grocery and I buy food. People do things to get to a goal. Logic and reasoning. You don't stick your hand on a hot stove because you get burned. And you fuckers get up every day and you do things to piss everybody off because nobody likes cruelty or mean people. Everybody wants it stopped. It's not hard to get information. You call Chicago PD, what they tell you. What's Hansel and Gretel? What's Ratatouille? What's Rumpelstiltskin? You know, those are your little code words. We know exactly what they are. So your group has been exposed and infiltrated like never before. And you want to piss those guys off? Are you shitting us with that? The Fabian puzzle. How'd I get that? Who got that to me? You think you're Chicago PD? You want them to stop stopping your crime? You're hurting people. You're making everybody mad. And you killed the cop. Had they done what she said in March 2020 in response to the bribe offer? I don't want your fucking bribe money, bitch. Get your can of shit out of my face. What I want is legit money that you legit owe. And I want Fabian and Tristan up here so we can talk. And I want Mike out of jail. I want him home with his wife and son. And I want my club full of money again. And you get the hell out of here. And I never hear from you again. Had they done that, and she continued to assert that they killed Chief Miller, we would say she's wrong, if not a little crazy. Why? There's no reason to think that. She got him home. I mean, they got Mr. Nealey home. And she's doing good. So there's absolutely no reason to think that. But that's not what they did. They did everything she says. They got her kicked out of her house, took all her money. See, the thing is they hacked my apps. When they don't want me, I got like all but 5 looked like that today. All but 5 orders that came in look like that. I screenshotted every one of them and sent it to my attorney. Because we're going to prove it. And my guys are in my phone so they can see it too. So, who is it you think you're fooling? Who is it can talk to Mr. Perry in a way he can understand what the fuck you're saying? I don't like him. Nobody does. Everybody wants him gone. I'm not going to help you. I said fuck off and leave me alone. Everybody's also... The other thing the reporter said is they haven't let her... This is the 4th case. 4th court thing. 4th court case. She's not been allowed into court. 4 times now. Her 3 lawsuits and Mike. And that's awfully fishy. To us. I mean, we're logical, reasonable people. So we think that's a little fishy. They won't ever let her in court. When you hear her podcast, then you know why. Dear God, what question would she ask? You think 6 years I out-sting-upped everybody you sent in. Not one slip-up, David. Or you would have to be making calls now to Chicago PD. Not one. 6 years. Going out, you had people going at me and going at me and going at me. And I guess you had some people out there now. We got people out there all trained and ready to go at her. Waiting for her not to come. I don't guess she's going to dance. I said I quit. Didn't I? You coax. Like you coaxed Mike to Pensacola. Right? Like you coaxed Mike to Pensacola. We all see how that turned out. We don't get coaxed, sir. And I do what I want. You don't belong in my life. You're about to go to jail. I can't wait. No one has done what I've done, and you act like you have no idea what that means. You act like you have not one clue what in the fuck those words even mean. No one has done what I've done in your life and caught your crime this much. And I've done it in spite of some locals helping you. Not all of them. Some of them. Because I walk into my club, and guess what the question is? How do you know which cops are good and which ones are bad? Wow, okay. What do you mean by that? I mean, how do you know which cops are good and which ones are bad, like the ones that work for the stalker senator? That corrupt piece of shit comes in here all the time, wanting us to make you like him. Well, what's their names? Because some of them will just flat tell you they do. Someone will just yeah, I work for him. Okay. Wow, I don't think I wouldn't admit that if I were you. She gave me the name, and sure as shit it was your guy. Lucky and Mike didn't, did they, David? So that's, you know, you think everybody's just dumb like you, and they're not. They're not even close. It's very frustrating to have to deal with people stupid. You can't tell cause and effect. When you fuck with me, you get caught. When you fuck with me, you get told on. When you fuck with me, we get a whole lot more information. There's a lot of times I don't say a word. Doesn't mean we don't have it coming in and I didn't hear it and I don't know about it. Sometimes I'll change a plan and won't say a word. Sometimes I'll sit on it for a year or 2. Doesn't mean I didn't know. Some things I don't know. It depends on what it is. It's a strategy by some guys that are really good at what they do. So you send me stuff like this, That's going to go. The judge is going to see that tomorrow. The one that gives investigatory orders, he'll see it tomorrow. The one that the shrink said, Mr. Perry, Mr. Robertson, and Mr. Powell are unable to properly identify Mr. Perry's legislative duties and what state he legislates in. Because they all knew she had to file a police report. They all three knew there had to be a proper collection of evidence. And they obstructed justice. And now it's on the docket, now and forever, that those three gentlemen have not a clue what Mr. Perry's legislative duties are or what state he legislates in. That's always there. It will never go away. And my lawsuits as well. The corruption in my lawsuits can build a criminal case, Mark. You didn't think of that? Don't ask me who told Charles. Doesn't matter. I've said it every day. I'm not told that. Is it your mom? Is it your dad? I'm not told that. And I wouldn't help you if I was, because we all want you gone. Creepster. I'm tired of being people raped. I'm tired of having my car, people going at my car, getting me kicked out of my house, work really hard to get my credit all built up, and you ruin it. You ruin everything good. You ruin everything good, and that's why you got leaks, and it's not your business who it is. We all want you gone. Do you understand what I'm saying? Do you understand words? Because I think you don't. You don't want a woman. If you like women, you do what women like. You want deviant men, and we got it. You only had to make that clear one time. One time. You've spent 12 years alone. 12 years alone. You're the most hated man around right now, I promise you. All of you are. David, you too. Calvin, you too. It's not hard to get what you just said. Hansel and Gretel, Rumpelstiltskin, Ratatouille, your little code words. 6 years. You didn't get anything out of me at all. Nothing as to who's helping me. And we all know you're trying to get me back out there by illegal means. We all know you're trying to get my car by illegal means, David. You're about to go to jail too. You better back off me, bitch. I don't know you. I didn't pick this fight. You did. And every time you go at me, you pick at it and pick at it and pick at it and pick at it. And I have help. Fabian Puzzle, David, Calvin. Fabian Puzzle, David and Calvin. You better wake up. You can't keep doing shit like that. Don't complain when I quote you. You asked for it. Make sure she can park where she can see her car so she has a false sense of security. I heard it. Hansel and Gretel, are you the one, David, that writes the book of weirdo technique, the gaslighting bullshit? So you made everybody mad with this. So I found out, and Perry in my flat tire, and Perry's pestering all fucking day, trying to get me to scream. So we found out about the plagiarism. We found out you want to try to get me pulled over again, about where I park my car, which you should know anything about. The allegations are stalking. Trying to help us? It seems like you're trying to help us prove the case against you. So easy, it's not even fair. Calvin. And all the stuff that I, told Mr. Miller tonight. And then I believe it went on Facebook. I believe most of it went on Facebook. You see this, David? That was you. Wasn't it? Yep. See this, David? That came to me in jail when you guys all had me false arrested, and Mr. Perry, Mr. Powell, Mr. Burson went into a court of law and indicated on the record forever they have no idea how to identify legislative duties or what state Mr. Perry legislates in. This came to me then, not some random time. Right then. I'm kidnapped, pretty much, after attempted murder. So, in 6 years after that, not one of you got one slip up. Not one. So I'm very good. Imagine I put you on the stand, what I can do. And that's what the reporter said. Now we all know why. She's never allowed in court. Her lawsuits, burden of proof is on her. She had something of value to say about Mike, and they will not let her there 4 times now. Here's the thing, David, and Calvin, and Charles, and Josh, Joe, and Matt. One time, you might get to explain it away. Twice is a little harder. 3 times you can't do it anymore. 4 times, and that is another complaint all your people are starting to say. In fact, I heard the governor said it. It's getting to a point they keep doing what she says, and I can no longer explain that away. I wish they would stop doing exactly what she says. Because at this point, it looks like I'm weak on domestic violence, and I don't care about our cops. That's not the reputation I wanted to have. I can no longer make excuses for them. It's that bad. Now, it may not have been the governor. It sounded like him. Again, I'm not told sometimes who I'm listening to. I can put it together on context, or after some time with people talking back and forth to each other, I can recognize voices. That's how I can know it's Matt Powell. From talking to Charles so much. This, right here, David, isn't Josh, Joe, or Matt, or Charles. It's Fabian's name. You and I talked about Fabian. You lied to me. You lied to me. He's the only person that has not come up here and tried to coax me back to Texas, or coax me into this, or coax me into that, or ask me this question or that question. You can find out what I like so you can ruin it. Yep. Okay. Only person on the planet that can say that. Fabian. Intersects with the word hope. And everybody's tired of the fear and the sadness you're causing. But in Bertha, you're alone. There's nobody holding your hand. Nobody's even trying. If you like women, you do what women like. And you do everything deviant men like. So don't sit there and tell us this is about a date and you like women. You absolutely don't. You don't ruin a woman's life and take away everything she loves and kill an animal, kill fish, kill dogs and shit. And broadcast her, pimp her out all over the internet. And ruin her life, and ruin her career, and ruin her whatever. If you care about. That's not how that works. And I promise you, had I said yes to you, the first mistake, the first slip up I could get you to make, I'd have you locked up. You have no idea. You have not a clue what you're dealing with. No, you can tell. You don't even know what I'm saying right now. I bet you somebody's going to have to sit you down and have a good long talk and explain to you what I'm saying, because I don't think you understand a word people say. You act like you have no idea. Like you have some serious senile dementia going on. And you too, David. Both, you and Calvin both. To be caught this many times after you fuck with me, in particular, more than ever in your life, and you keep going at it, something's wrong with you. Cognitive reasoning skills are just not there for you too. Also. You're as bad as Charles. And we thought, one of y'all would just use some common sense. We're just not seeing it. I don't even know what to say. It's embarrassing. So I'm going to tell you one more time. Cease and desist. Use allegedly. Nobody's been found guilty in a court of law yet. And don't get all wadded up over that. I can say use allegedly. You want me to say something else? Email it to me. We heard y'all complain about that too. She can't just say use allegedly. Actually, I can. When you let me in a fucking court to do my part and put you on the stand and question, then you can complain about it. Not until then. You want to cheat in court, then do a normal court proceeding, and then I'll let you complain about allegedly. Look, you're causing major catastrophic losses to me and other women and children and the Nealeys and the Millers. You don't get a pass. I'm sorry. You don't get one. You are hated men right now. Very hated men. Very, very hated. It is not hard to get information. You are not victims. No one is picking a fight with you. When you fuck with my cart, you're picking a fight with me. When you kill my fish and ruin my computer and try to get me on plagiarism and to, have somebody do this DoorDash hack that I get nothing but these upside down orders, so I don't make any money. Let's get her back out of that club so we can rent out the club and take all that money away too. And then fuck with her. You are picking the fight. You picked the fight. You hit. You're going to get hit back. You always do. Don't complain about it. You asked for it. Use allegedly. Apply the but for and the reasonable prudent individual standard. And I assert all constitutional rights. First, 14th, all the amendments. And fuck you.
Leave me alone!
Oh, also, we got the letter of Charles has this false arrest arranged. And there's this deal he's made for her, and she has to read his letter of apology. Again, I want to note for the record, we got that too before you did it. You wrote the letter, Charles, not me. Those are your words, not my words. Coercion is a crime. Stalking, peeping, hacking are crimes. Now, you've been told to stop. So stop. And if you cannot control yourself, don't whine and complain about it when we find out beforehand you did ask for that. It has happened every fucking day since the McNamara email of 2015. Every fucking day. When he takes her money and pesters her, things don't go well for us. We're seeing things happen we've not seen before. Do you not know what that means, sir? You embarrass the hell out of me, weirdo. Leave me the fuck alone.
Please.
Just talk to me for 2 minutes.
First, let me say that I'm happy that the lady in this video is okay. Second, let me break down what rape culture is. Rape culture is the fact that that man felt that he was entitled to some of this woman's time just because he said, let me talk to you for 2 minutes. It doesn't matter if it's 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 20 minutes. If she said no, no means no. Rape culture is the comments that she has on her video about how she should have just spoke to him or dressed differently. Rape culture is me taking the heat for calling out other men for their terrible behavior. Rape culture is trying to explain stuff as, oh, it's just locker room talk. No, it's not locker room talk. You should talk the same way wherever you are. We all know that rape is not about sex, it's about power. So for you to force yourself on somebody, even if you're just talking to them, is disgusting.
Okay, Mark, Mr. Warman. Again, advise your client every time he contacts me in any way, shape, or form at all. Any kind of contact. Invades my privacy at all. Causes any kind of loss for me at all. Do we get more information to build a criminal case against him so he's gone and not around to do that anymore? Those things are crimes. Coercion is a crime. I don't want to hear from your client. He makes me sick at my stomach. Now, Mr. Perry, act like you understand what those words mean, sir. It's been very consistent. When you bother me, you get told on. Because everybody gets mad. We told you to leave me alone. Over and over and over, you're told on and told on and told on and told on. So, don't say you don't like that. Because if you didn't like it, you'd stop contacting me, you'd stop invading my privacy, you'd stop causing damage and loss and tragedy and drama. You're a troublemaker. Everybody's tired of y'all. Everybody hates you right now. You killed a cop. You don't know what that did. I'm cop family. You're causing me a whole lot of loss and tragedy. You don't even know what that did. Was it Chicago PD? Would you get anything out of them? Yep. Okay. When you contact me at all, Mr. Perry, I hate it. I don't want to hear it. I told you to shut up and get out of my life. It just pisses us all off. When you take 1 penny or 1 minute of my time. Same thing. So, plagiarism and all that came from that. Your little conversation. All your little code words, Ratatouille, Hansel and Gretel, all that. You took my money and you wasted my time. Same thing. So we got more. So do what you do, but recognize cause and effect, or don't get mad at us if we laugh at your stupidity. A 6-year-old can get it. Why can't you? I'm the Jenga piece. When you fuck with me, push and pull and shove, your whole thing gets wobbly, and that's what you asked for. Or don't touch the Jenga piece. It's not hard. We all got it in daycare. Why can't you? Perry, you're not going to get a date with me ever. You're alone. Nobody's holding your hand. Nobody's trying to get a date with you. You're getting kicked off and told on and told on and told on and told on, and everybody's sick of you. Understand the words.